What up, YouTube? This is Dave-Matic1 here. I have a video for you, and this is actually a video response to Muddieddesire. He tagged me in a video. He was doing a video about his travel EDC. He was vacationing abroad, and he was just going over what he carried on that vacation. He gave me a shout out in the video. Thank you for the shout out. I appreciate it. I always appreciate the shout outs. Really awesome. And he tagged me to go ahead, and he just asked me what my travel EDC would be. So I'm going to go over that with you guys today. I've spent the last hour and 15 minutes trying to film this video because I'm a dumbass and I can't get crap in frame for some reason. I have a new rig here with my camera, which is set up a little higher. It helps out as far as my audio not being so loud. It also helps with being able to move around and show you guys stuff. And of course you hear that beeping noise, another interruption, which is one of the many reasons why it took 600 million times to go ahead and film this video. So here we're going to go. I'm going to try to make it short and sweet. I'm tired, but we'll go through this and hopefully you'll enjoy it. So here we go. First off, one of my considerations would be the CRKT Horus. Here, guys. Let me check this real quick. Alright. We're in frame. The CRKT Horus, really nice. It's cool. I'd mainly take it on vacation with me because it's kind of it's a very obscure knife with the bowling ball inlays there. The grind on the blade is it's pretty cool. It's got that nightmare grind type of thing going on there, as you can see. I did review this before, and you can kind of get more the details in that video, but just to go over it briefly, it's just got the nightmare grind. It's a smaller EDC. If it's it doesn't take up too much room in the pocket, which is a good thing. One thing I'm showing you guys from the least likely to the most likely, and the reason why this is one of my most least likely knives to take on vacation is because of the fact that it is a speed assisted knife or a spring loaded knife, which may not comply with some laws that they do have out in some states you may be traveling, and the fact that the blade does exceed 2 inches, which also may not comply in some states. So that's pretty much it. The CRKT Horus, pretty cool knife though. I like it. If you watch my channel, I have a tendency of picking up the more obscure different knives and stuff. Next up would be Spyderco Ambitious. Really nice. Unfortunately, still does not comply with the 2-inch blade length. It's actually 2 1/4, but it is very small, very handy. Ergonomics are really nice. It's a Spyderco, so you got the street cred there as far as knives go. Everybody knows what Spyderco is. Pretty nice. 8CR13 MOV, awesome steel. Very, as far as putting an edge on this, makes it pretty easy to do. Very inexpensive knife. The majority of these knives, all these knives, but 2 of them are pretty inexpensive. So if you lose them when you're traveling, it's not going to hurt so bad. And especially with the Spyderco Ambitious, the availability, it is out there. So even while you're on vacation, if you lose it first day, you may be able to find a knife shop around there where you can pick another one up. No big deal. So there you go. Next up would be the next size up in the Tenacious line would be the Persistence. Larger knife, if where you're traveling allows it and you can carry a larger blade, this is nice. Same slim profile, all the same good qualities as the Ambitious, except you have a little bit more handle. It's a very comfortable 4-finger grip, which lends itself to more EDC tasks and more capable of than the other Ambitious, it being smaller. Not bad. Same good factor of it being inexpensive, so if you do lose it, it's not hard to replace. Same 8CR13 MOV, easy maintenance blade, sharpen it up, really easy with almost anything. And it's Spyderco, got that street cred, no problem. Love the blade shape on the Persistence line, very nice. Next up is the Center Remove 710. I threw this in the mix because it is a very obscure knife. Not too many people know what Center Remove is or what type of company it is. So that's pretty cool. This is custom or pimped by Bauer 230. So it's got the coolness factor, having the black and blue G10 diagonal Anzo pattern, Moonglow inserts top and bottom with a bead blasted frame lock and blade. So, you know, no matter where you pull it out, no one's going to have the same knife, which adds to the coolness factor. It does exceed the 2-inch mark, but it's still small, slim profile. Bummer if you lost this, for sure. But if you had a regular Cinema 710, you could have one shipped back to your house for, probably $15 shipped. So if you do lose it, not a big deal. Very small. Ergos are nice, especially with the custom scales. Really nice. Bauer 230 pimped this for me. Thanks, appreciate it. Beautiful knife. Definitely something we'll consider for travel EDC. Next up, this knife I carry EDC quite a bit. It is a SOG Twitch 2. Really nice knife. Really, it's very sleek. It's almost a gentleman type knife-ish. Really nice. It's a speed-assisted knife, which kind of, you know, would make it, you might have to rule it out depending on where you're traveling, or probably most places where you're traveling that don't have lenient knife laws, which would probably make this not a good option. But the fact that it is very sleek, and sits low in the pocket, it's very nice. And you could take it out, whether it's, you know, just out and about or going out to dinner, because it is kind of gentleman, looks like a gentleman folder, for sure. Sits pretty low in the pocket too, not bad. Next up is a CRKT Drifter. This knife is what's taking over my SOG Twitch 2. I EDC this knife in place of that SOG Twitch 2 for a couple different reasons. Let me see here. Number one being that I can close this with one hand. The SOG Twitch 2 with the back lock and it being spring assisted, there's no way you can close it with one hand. It's just impossible. This, on the other hand, you can. It is a frame lock, adds to the coolness factor. I really like frame locks. Another thing too, handles are titanium, I think titanium nitrate coated, so that's cool. The pocket clips are this pocket clip is very similar to the SOG Twitch 2. It doesn't sit as low, but it doesn't sit high up out of the pocket either. The SOG Twitch 2 had a very plain Jane blade. Where this CRKT Drifter, we've got a hollow ground. It has a belly, so it lends itself for more cutting tasks. Has a swedge at the top, which lends itself to a little bit more of penetration capabilities. And satin finish is really, really nice. Very inexpensive knife. Definitely wouldn't rule this out. If you're looking for a smaller EDC, very nice knife. Again, it does exceed the 2-inch blade limitations that they may have in some states, but very sleek profile. It's not speed assisted, and that's why you would pick this, or why I picked this knife to travel over the SOG Twitch 2. It's not speed assist, or it's not a speed assist knife, and you can open and close it with one hand. Really nice. And last but not least, just recently got this, is the Tough Light. This Tough Light, I can't say enough good things about it, but I want to just address one thing. One of the things that I don't like about it, but I do like about it, is the back lock. During the initial break-in of this knife, you are going to need to use two hands to close this, because the detent on this is very, very strong. But as you go to use this, it will ease up where you will be able to close it with one hand. But I'll take that all day, because the back lock, or the locking mechanism on this Tough Light, the way they designed it, it's meant to be so it doesn't fail at all. If you're familiar with the Cold Steel, or this knife itself, you know they put it through crazy testing where they hang all kinds of weights off the back of this, and it did not fail. So like I said, I'd go ahead and trade that any day. I'd rather sit there and wait until it breaks in so I can close it with one hand, and then just have so I can have the added insurance of knowing that this knife will not fail on me. Will be safe for a long time. So yeah, I would take that trade any day. One of the few of the other cool things about this, ergonomics on this knife are just off the chain. Easy, comfortable 4-finger carry, well thought out. Even the mini Tough Light, being 1 inch shorter than this, is still a 4-finger carry. That's how well thought out the ergonomics are on this knife. Another thing is the jimping up at the top of the spine. It starts about a little over a 1/4 inch past the back lock, and there's a 1/4 inch spacing here, so it's kind of graduated. What I mean is there's a 1/4 inch space between this notch and the following notch, and then when it gets to right here on the very top of the spine above the choil, it goes to an eighth inch, and it's spaced out nicely. It's the way the notching of the jimping is on this. It's very relaxed or mellow, so it's not, I mean, excessive use or prolonged use of this is not going to render your finger raw. Very comfortable. Ergos, like I said, I can't say enough about the ergonomics on this knife. Fits your hand, lends itself for EDC tasks all day. I mean, travel or not, I mean, this knife is just EDC written all over it. Hollow ground blade, AUS 8, heat treated, cold steel. Wonderful job on their heat treat. This knife can be resharpened and keep and maintain that razor sharp edge for a while, or not really. It will get dull, but it's so easy to put a new edge on it that it's not an issue. Hollow ground, it still has somewhat of a point. Not the greatest penetrator, but it will penetrate, no problem. You know, I don't know how much, you know. And the last thing also about this knife is the blade length is 2 inches. It's compliable everywhere. So definitely my #1 choice for my travel EDC. $24 shipped. If you lose this, $24 shipped to your house. Very inexpensive for such a good knife. You're getting your money's worth with this guy. So I can't recommend this enough. Like I said, I had the mini Tough Light, and that was nice. I'd recommend the Tough Light first. If you like it that much, need something smaller, then go for the mini Tough Light. Mini Tough Light, 20 something, shipped to your house. Tough Light, 25. Regular full-size Tough Light, 25, shipped to your house. 6-inch total length. Not bad. Pocket clip, left or right hand carry, tip down only. Not a big deal, but it is left or right hand carry. Very nice. Can't say enough about the ergonomics on this knife. So anyway, guys, there you go. There's my video response to what my travel EDC is. Muddy, sorry it took me so long to make this. I hope you're having fun with your new training ballast song. Dude, congratulations on that purchase. And thank you guys for staying tuned and watching this video. And your comments, new subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I appreciate all the support, man. Peace.